This is a presentation about information literacy and how you can find information using the college library. Information is made up of units of knowledge in various forms: written text, images, symbols, concepts, and ideas that come to us from many sources. Information can be reliable or it can be unreliable. Information literacy, as defined by the American Library Association, is the ability to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use the information effectively. Information literate people are those who have learned how to learn. They learn how knowledge is organized, how to find information, and how to use information in such a way that others can learn from them. They are people prepared for lifelong learning because they can always find the information needed for any task or decision at hand. Information literacy skills are not just for classroom use, they are really life skills. For instance, someday you will need to buy a new refrigerator or car or washing machine, etc. Those who are information literate will know that you can read the reviews of different products and consumer reports and compare which model is the best buy. Information literacy skills include the following: recognize and define the need for information, identify information options and choose appropriate sources, evaluate the information you find, and use information effectively and ethically. Recognize and define the need for information. There are 3 parts to this skill: observe, analyze, and question. Suppose you have an assignment to find out all you can about this photograph and turn in a report on your findings. First, observe what you already know. That is President Abraham Lincoln, who was president of the U.S. during the Civil War. The man on the right looks like an officer. They're at a campground out in the woods somewhere. Then analyze. Based on what you know, what do you think you see? Given what we already know, this may be a meeting between Lincoln, an officer, and another man at a campsite, possibly to discuss battle plans. Next, question: what else do you need to know? Who is that officer? Who is the other man? Where are they? When did this meeting happen? If you want to make your research quicker and more effective, consider this. When you search with only one term, you get this much information. If you add a synonym, a word that means exactly the same thing as the first term, you get this much more information. If you add a related term, you will get all this information. Think about how many words can describe the same thing. There are a number of words to describe this object. What are they? What other words describe these terms? If you were researching one of these subjects, you could get more information by searching for these related terms. The Library of Congress Subject Headings Online Search is a good tool for finding related terms and synonyms. Identify information options and choose appropriate sources. What kinds of information are appropriate for your needs, and how do you search for them? Do you need first-person information, like witnesses' statements on a recent event, also called primary sources? Or do you need historical data about an event long past? Here's a chart showing the types of information that correspond to the publishing timeline. So how do you get information from these different formats? You can go to the college library for information in these sources.